got something going on. Take it, Tarzan.
Tender love is blind. I can't get there. Dolly, a very good morning to you from Down Under. How are you?
Well, I am very fine, thank you. It's good to talk to you.
It's great to talk to you. It's been way too long between drinks, though. 30 years since you have been in Australia.
That's what they told me. It's a long ways off. I just remember the last time I was there, I was with Kenny Rogers, that we were riding high on the success of Islands in the Stream, which I believe you know a little of that song.
Well,
somebody told me that was your favorite.
I didn't want to sing so early in the interview, but baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, I could sing it, but maybe a little bit later.
Maybe so, because it is early for you. It's not early for me.
You grew up so desperately poor. A lot of people wouldn't know that.
Well, it's true. I grew up in the Great Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee, and everybody up there was poor, not just my family, but people had big families, and there was 12 of us children. There was 6 girls and 6 boys in my family. I have a sister, 2 brothers older, and 8 children younger, and we just kind of grew up as part of the bugs and the bees and the butterflies there in the country, all part of nature. And I know I look totally artificial, but as I say in my Backwoods Barbie song, where it counts, I hope I'm real.
That whole look too, can you describe to everyone here who may not know how that came about?
Well, my look's a little trashy, but I kind of patterned myself after this lady that they call Trash in our home county. I didn't realize that what they really meant by that at the time, because I was just a little kid, and she was the town tramp, I guess would be a fair enough word to say, but she was a beautiful woman. She always wore hair all piled on top of her head and used the peroxide and the makeup and the red lips, red fingernails, high heels, tight clothes, and I thought she was absolutely beautiful. And when I was little, I thought that's how I wanted to grow up to look, and I did. Grow up to look just like that.
Did you always feel like a different person, or was it almost like a character that you were slipping into, that you were playing?
No, I don't feel like that I'm slipping into a character. I am a character. I think it just fits, because it fits my nature and my personality, because I was not a natural beauty. I was fairly plain, still am, because I have no color. I'm very fair. My hair was dishwater blonde and my eyes are light color, so I just felt like I needed some color. I needed some outrageousness about me, if that's a word. Anyway, I just thought that I wanted to have more.
I guess over the years you got more, and you have always been someone who has never shied away from your appearance, and I wonder, how do you keep hold of the essence of Dolly Parton despite all of that you have?
Well, I know who I am, and I know that the way I look really is a country girl's idea of glamour, and I just love wearing makeup. I like just painting up like a kid with paints and crayons. I enjoy that, but I'm not trying to hide anything. I just feel like this is how I'm most comfortable. This fits my personality, and I wear makeup. I wake up almost every day, unless I'm sick or something going on. I like to fix my hair a little bit and put on some makeup, and when I'm around the house, I don't want my husband to have to live with a slouch, so I like to try to look pretty for him too. So it's just part of who I am. I don't think when I take the makeup off and the big hair off, I'm not somebody different. It's still me. I just look a little plainer.
So
a lot plainer.
Hang on, let me get this right, Dolly. I've just had a mental image. When you're doing some of the housework, like the vacuuming and stuff, that's how you look?
Well, I don't do much vacuuming anymore. I try not to, but if I have to, I will. But I do love to cook. When I get in the kitchen, yeah, I put on makeup, and I don't always have on the wigs. I mean, I keep my own hair the same color and the same length, but I try to fix up a little bit. But yeah, I like being pretty. I never know who's going to come by my house. I never know who wants to stop by and say, let's go somewhere. I never know if I'm going to have to run out in a hurry, so I stay kind of close to being ready.
Yeah, well, I think you're gorgeous. You've said many times in the past, in fact, you've never been shy about talking about it, but you said, if I see something sagging, dragging or bagging, I'm going to have it sucked, tucked and plucked. Is that true?
Well, that's true. Or tucked and plucked and sucked, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm just one of those people that I'm going to be in show business. I'm on camera like I am with you right now, And if I see little things I need to do, then I'm going to do it. Same with my body. If I see little things that I can correct, I've got the money to do it. I've got the desire to do it. I got the nerve to do it. I think anybody that's got the nerve, money, and the desire to do it. Why not? God didn't make plastic surgeons so they could starve, as I say in the new movie that I just done.
You've also got this great business mind, and I think you said once that it's your ability to think like a man in the business world that has led to a lot of your success. Is that true?
Well, yes, and I say that meaning I look like a woman, but I think like a man, meaning don't take me for granted just because you think I'm a silly little dumb blonde, because I may have your money and be gone before you know what hit you. Because I grew up, as I mentioned, I got 6 brothers and my dad. I'm very close to all my uncles, so I know how men think, and I'm very with my husband, and you know, I've worked with men all my life, so I know how they think as well. I love men, so I'm pretty sharp and pretty on my game, and I love looking like a woman. I've always used that to my advantage.
And well done too. Your business empire has expanded rapidly over the years. Is that something you're proud of? And if so, what are you more proud of? The music side of your business or the business side of your business?
I do love doing the business part of it, and so, but it don't take the place of my music. If I had to give it up, all the other things, I would still choose to do the music. But thank God, I've been able to make the most of all of it.
And the music is unbelievable. A lot of people didn't know until you did American Idol that you wrote "I Will Always Love You."
Well, I guess a lot of people didn't realize that I wrote "I Will Always Love You," Whitney Houston's big record from the movie The Bodyguard. But I'm very, very proud of that. I had it out a couple of times myself and had recorded it as a duet also with Vince Gill, one of our big singers here in America. And then when Whitney did it, it just went all over the world. And so I was very proud of her. I thought she did a wonderful job, and I'll always love her for doing it.
You know, so many people still love 9 to 5. It was an important film, don't you think?
Yes, that was the first movie that I ever made, and of course I've been working that 9 to 5 job for 30 years now, because 25 years after the movie had been out, they decided they wanted to make a Broadway musical of it, and I was fortunate enough to get to write all the songs for it, and it's still traveling, touring around the country now through July here in the States. So, and I think it's actually going to be going overseas. It may actually even come to Australia in a few months. So maybe the people get a chance to see the musical over there. But that was a fun movie to do, and it was kind of like my first love. Probably that'll be always my favorite movie.
Going to Nashville as a young girl and where this all started, not many people would know just how hard it is to crack it in Nashville.
It was hard, especially when I came to Nashville in 1964 to live, for a girl to get involved in the business and actually be able to maintain it. Becoming a member of the Grand Ole Opry in 1969 was one of the highlights of my entire life, because I'd always wanted to be a member of the Opry. So it was like, I feel like I have just lived so many lifetimes. I was just laughing recently about the fact that when I was young, when I was a little girl, we didn't even have electricity, and now here I am, you know, in this high-tech world. Yeah, we got Twitter and Facebook, and it's like, to me, that just, kind of sounds funny to me personally, because I'm such an old-timer, but I'm glad to be part of that whole world. So that's how you stay alive, and you just kind of got to go with it, whatever it is at the time.
You said also once that you're a better aunt than mum. Why would that be?
I'm definitely a better aunt than a mom, because I have worked so hard. I've just been so devoted to my work. I think it wouldn't have been fair to a child the way that I've had to work. I guess the Lord knows what He's doing. I never had any children. Even when I tried to have them, I didn't have any children. So I think that that's a natural thing, because I do help take care of a lot of my relatives, a lot of friends and family. So I've got a lot of kids that I'm responsible for. But I've really been just kind of married to my work and my children. My songs have kind of been my children through the years. And I don't say that in a selfish way. I just know that That's how it is, because I've had more time to devote to the kids as an aunt, to take them wherever. And then when I go to work, I can send them home. That's fine. I love kids as long as they're somebody else's.
Did you ever, was it ever upsetting to you that you didn't have children? You said that you tried. Was it upsetting that you didn't?
Well, in the early days, I think when any young couple gets married, you just automatically think you're going to have children. So for years, we tried to have children. It just never happened. And then when my career took off, then I made it a point to try not to have children because I didn't think that was the thing to do. Then a little later on, I thought, well, you know, I think I'll just kind of go with it again. And nothing ever happened. So I just felt like that was meant to be. So I'm not bothered by it. My husband's not bothered by it. We're surrounded with enough children, and we've got enough to do, and he's like my only child, and I'm like his only child, so that works out fine for us.
He's a pretty private bloke too, is Karl, which so happens to be my name. You're a lucky fella to have a Karl, aren't you?
Yes, in fact, today when I was going to be talking to you, it said you'll be talking to Karl from Nashville, and I said, well, I was already talking to Karl from Nashville, in Nashville. But yeah, my husband, Karl Dean, and we got married in 1966. We've got our 45th anniversary coming up here in just a few days. And so we met 2 years before that, so we've actually been together 47 years. That's a long time to know somebody. I'm pretty sick of it. I don't know about him.
You are not sick of it. There'll be a whole bunch of blokes around the world that would love to hear that from you, but we know it ain't true. Dolly, it's been wonderful to talk to you. I wonder if we could maybe we started out singing it. I wonder if maybe now I could sing you that song that was beautifully written by the Aussie group the Bee Gees.
Do you need help, or do you just want to take it on your own?
Why don't we?
I've done it enough. It's your own. Let me hear what you can do.
All right, I'm just going to sing the first stanza, and then maybe you could come in so that people can hear you sing, because it is embarrassing to hear me sing, and I get very shy. But baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on. Bo, bo, bo.
You do something to me that I can't explain. Hold me closer and I feel no pain. Every beat of my heart, we got something going on. Take it, Tarzan.
Tender love is blind. I can't get there. I ain't no Kenny Rogers, Dolly.
I think you're going to hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. I'm not responsible for that. I think we've done enough.
All right. Well, I've done enough damage, that's for certain. Well, I look forward to seeing you in Australia, and anytime you want me to come and sing that with you on stage, the punters, I'm sure, would absolutely loathe it.
Well, I'm sure they would. I think we'd do better in person. But anyway, I've loved talking to you.
Look forward to seeing you, Dolly.
Okay, thank you.